Oh, good stuff. Welcome to Morning Code and Coffee. Today we're going to be talking about if statements, and it's just the basics, nothing crazy. But basically, what we already have set up is two variables, one set to true, one set to false, just so we can start playing with them. If statements. So if you have just one thing you want to do with them, it can be on one line, right? So if friends, hey, console.log, console.log, one line. This works depending on like what settings you have. It might set it up with brackets once you save, but for me, I'm running prettier and it's totally fine with this. Show you that it works. All right, yeah, that's cool. So we got the one line. This second set right here, right, is just saying, with the brackets, you can do more. That's probably the most common you're going to run into or be writing. You got the first console log, second, and then this is a nested if, which is also super common. And it's trying to see if, heyo equals false, which it is, because this little bit right here, right? If you just pass in hey, it's true. And what it's asking is this statement correct? I guess I don't want to say is it true, because that's a little confusing. Oops, hang on. It's true. So if we write it like this, it's literally the exact same thing, just more typing. So this works totally fine, like as you see here, because hey equals false. But here's something. This is called the little bang operator. I think it's an operator, but people call it bang. So if you bang it, it is saying basically the opposite, I guess. So this is still correct, right? Hey equals false, but because if statements are looking for true or truthy statement, this reverses it, I guess. Best way to put it is, but if we run it, scroll down, we still get all of the console logs. And if we remove that and run it, we have no nested if, right? So we have that. I'm just going to comment these out so we can move down. All right, another very crucial part of, if statements is the else, right? And then down here we have else if. But basically, if you have an if statement and then you want a default, so if you have one condition, or if you want to run one thing, and then if that doesn't work, or if that doesn't run, you want something else to run, you can just throw in an else statement. So if we run this, it says it's true because hey is true, so it runs this first bit. And if we use the bang and run it again, it says false, right? Because it's skipping this because saying if hey is true, or actually in this case, it's asking if hey is false. Then stick with me. If it's false, do this, but it's true, right? Anyway, so moving on. And then, so that's the else statement. It's kind of like the default parameter. And then with else if is basically, you can chain these together to ask if other things, if like one condition is a certain way, else if this is a certain way, else if this is a certain way. So basically, let's say, for example, if, let's do this. Set it to 2, actually. Triple equals 1. We know that's not true. 2. All right. So we run this. It's going to fire the else if section because it says, hey, is equal to 1, but it's falsy. So it skips this bit and it says, hey, if hey equals 2, which it is true, it prints this bit. Now, it would like literally any other example, but for argument's sake, just 3. If we run it, make it equal 3, it runs else because, like I said, default statement. It's looking for one of two conditions. This little block is. If you add more else ifs, it will be looking for multiple. But then treat this as like the default, right? Anyway, that's the basics of if statements. I hope it made sense. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer them there. If there are enough questions, like I guess I'm saying if I did a bad enough job at explaining if statements, it will be apparent in the comments, and I'll just make another video after probably writing a script to take care of it. Anyway, thanks again.